Hello, my name is Sam Paredes. I'm Executive Director of Gun Owners of California, and I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas. Especially this year, I encourage you to hug your loved ones a little tighter, and enjoy them as much as you can. I'd like to take this opportunity to, as a father of three and a soon-to-be new grandfather, express to you our horror, our deep sympathies for the families of the children and adults massacred in Connecticut. Our prayers go out to them. We can't imagine what they must be going through, but we offer our prayers and our thoughts to them and invite you to do the same. It's hard to respond to what happened. The one realization that we have to come to grips with is that true evil exists amongst us, and we have to do something about it. We have tried to withhold our response to this measure while the professionals do their job and investigate the crime that was committed. But now is the time to speak up. There has been a spate of anti-gun laws that have now been sponsored in Congress and here in California, and it's time to address those issues. The plain fact is that every law that has been proposed in Washington, D.C. and Sacramento, none of them would have had any impact whatsoever with the crimes committed by this evil in Connecticut. The firearms there appear to have been purchased legally, possessed legally. They have a semi-automatic ban. The gun was supposedly grandfathered in, so legal for possession and use. We will learn more. But suffice it to say that none of the laws would have stopped this. Folks, we don't have a gun problem. This is the message that we have to address. We do not have a gun problem in America. It isn't a gun problem. It's a people problem. Until we turn our attention from controlling the guns and the instruments of crime to the people that are willing to commit crimes and finding out what is driving these people from being normal one day and evil the next, we will never solve this problem. We do know this: by focusing on the guns instead of the evildoers, we will have more victims. We have to accept the fact that 2.5 to 3 million times a year, law-abiding citizens use firearms to protect themselves, to defend themselves in America every year. Everything that we do that makes it more difficult for them to buy whatever firearms they choose to defend themselves and protect themselves will work towards taking these people who have successfully defended themselves out of that category and put them into the category of victims and murdered people. That is the net effect of gun control laws nationwide. Here in California, we face new proposals on registration of ammunition, banning bullet buttons, other measures that are clearly going to be unconstitutional. We don't know all the details yet, but if you stay tuned to Gun Owners of California and you visit our website at www.gunownersca.com, we will keep you up to date on everything that's going on. We can't help but imagine what might have happened if the brave principal were hearing the story of her coming out of her office when she heard the gunshots and attacking the assailant unarmed and losing her life in the process trying to stop him. What might have happened had she come out of her office with a legally possessed firearm with some training? We might not have been crying over the deaths of children and teachers and administrators had that happen, but we'll never know. Gun Owners of California is definitely supportive of teachers, of administrators who choose to take on the responsibility of being armed while on the job in order to provide that last level of protection that our most vulnerable need, our children need, in order to live. We support measures that would allow and encourage retired law enforcement officers, reserve police officers, veterans who choose to be guardians of our children. Take a little bit of training, understand what they might do to be a presence, to add a level of protection. We know that our police officers cannot be on campus at every school all the time, but we have a lot of folks who would volunteer to take on that honor and take on that responsibility. We need to encourage that. Obviously, we need to do something because evil lurks amongst us. We don't want to become a country like Mexico, where law-abiding citizens cannot own guns by and large, and yet criminals, drug cartel members, they own and use everything and anything they want. And they victimize hundreds of thousands of law-abiding innocent citizens in Mexico and murder them every year. We don't want that to happen in California and in the United States, and we will do everything we can to fight back. There's a lot that's going to happen this year. It's going to be a very challenging year. We would like to invite you to join us in this fight. We're facing a legislature like we've never faced before. There's 2/3 majority of leftist anti-gunners in both houses. We have Jerry Brown, who has proven to be supportive of gun control measures. But we still must fight in the legislature and in the courts, and we can't do it without your help. So we invite you to join Gun Owners of California, to be a part of the fight, and to fight to protect our loved ones, our children, our families, our own communities. The protections that our founding fathers gave us in the Second Amendment, our Constitution. Thank you, and let's go into 2013 ready to fight. God bless you.